In this SQL challenge, we're going to learn how to solve a medium difficulty problem called ranking most active guests from Airbnb. Now, let's look at the problem below. Our task is to rank guests based on the total number of messages they've exchanged with any of the hosts. If two or more guests have sent the same number of messages, they should share the same rank. The rankings should not skip numbers if there are ties. We need to output the rank, the guest ID, and the total number of messages each guest has sent. Finally, we'll sort our results with the guests who have the highest message counts at the top. And we are given a table called Airbnb contacts. The key columns here are ID guest and end messages. ID guest is the identifier for each guest, and end messages shows the number of messages each guest has exchanged with a host. We'll use these columns to calculate and rank the total messages for each guest. To solve this problem, our first step is to get the total number of messages each guest has sent. We'll use a select statement to choose the ID guest column along with the sum of all messages they've sent. Now that we have each guest's total number of messages, our next step is to add ranking based on the message counts. We will assign a rank that reflects each guest's activity level, starting with the highest message count as rank 1. To do this, we'll use the dense rank function. This function will rank our guests without skipping numbers if two or more guests share the same number of messages. To use the dense rank window function, start with the keyword dense rank, then add the over clause to tell SQL to perform the ranking over the data we've selected. Inside the parentheses of over clause, specify the order for our ranking by adding order by sum of number of messages. This means we want the ranking to be based on the total number of messages. We order it in descending order so that the guest with the most messages exchanged receives the highest rank, which is 1. Finally, give the ranking column an alias rank with an underscore. For the output, move the ranking in the first column. If we run the query, from the output, guesses with 20 total message exchange rank number 1, and guests with 17 message exchange rank number 2, and so on. Review the output to ensure everything is correct. Click Check Solution and the system will mark the solution as solved. And that is everything I am going to cover for this tutorial. Hopefully, you guys find this video useful. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more videos like this. See you in the next one.